Hey guys, welcome back to another Swiss 001 video, and today we're back in real life. This video is kind of a part 2 of the video that I uploaded on Sunday, so if you haven't watched that one yet, I would recommend watching it. So yeah, on Sunday I visited this CONCORDE. It was very nice. You know, in the museum that I was in, you were able to actually enter the plane and look at stuff. It was very great. Now I'm also very lucky that this museum also featured a TU-144. A TUPOLEV TU-144, or as many people like to call it, the Soviet fake Concorde, which is not wrong. I mean, both planes share the same design and also the same use of being a supersonic airliner. Yes, I saw this in real life. Both planes look pretty much the same, and obviously we cannot go without memes, so here's one. Son, can I have a Concorde? Mom, no, we already have Concorde at home. Concorde at home. TUPOLEV 144. It's very funny because meme. Even though, to be honest, the TUPOLEV kind of felt smaller. I don't know if it's actually physically smaller, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, let's just hop into the aircraft and maybe talk about specs after that and compare them to the Concorde. And just like the Concorde, we have to walk up some stairs because the planes are like 80 feet in the air. So yeah. So while entering, I noticed that the tail wheel was not deployed. I don't know, it might have been broken or something. I don't know why I'm actually mentioning this. I do have to say that the engines do look a lot different from the Concorde engines. The engines of the Concorde are a bit more apart from the actual Concorde fuselage, but that's actually the only major design difference here. Now you enter the plane via the tail door, and that one was a lot... Okay. Now, actually, both the Concorde and the TU-144 in this museum were tilted, so you were literally climbing up a mountain while walking through the plane, like actually. And surprisingly, the tail of the TU-144 was a lot bigger. Here's the entrance of the Concorde. There are a lot of people that actually have to kneel while trying to enter this plane, so yeah. Obviously, the Concorde is a bit more pretty, like the cabin, while the TUPOLEV is pretty much like you would imagine a Soviet aircraft to be. And I generally have to say the cabin of the TUPOLEV felt a lot more spacious than the one of the Concorde. And here we are again. The award for the ugliest cockpit goes to the TUPOLEV. And by the way, I think I say this in every single IRL video. I hate filming in public. It's so weird. You know, that's why I always try to have like some pocket filming going on so that people don't see me actually filming, because it's kind of awkward. And all the censoring work ruining the footage. Well. I think this is really the worst interior design that I've ever seen. But again, I felt that the TUPOLEV was a lot more spacious. I mean, this is what the Concorde looks like, and this is what the TUPOLEV looks like. I mean, this is what the TUPOLEV looks like. By the way, look at those ugly lights. Jesus Christ. So yeah, as always, we have some passenger doors here that are always creepy as hell. Yeah, but other than that, the cabin is kind of similar to the Concorde. And yeah, the windows were as small, which was something that I addressed in the first video, which was about the Concorde. Alright, I do not feel comfortable. There were quite a lot of historical pieces in the plane, like newspaper articles and stuff like that. Room, this is TUPOLEV's newest invention, the Zero-G seat. Designed by Porsche and Lamborghini to make the best seat. What? I mean, apart from this all, the cabin looked very basic and just like every other plane. Every other old plane, to specify it. So now, for some weird reason, there was a door open and a fan running. I don't know. And here we seem to have a service door, which is cleared out so we can see the internals of it. Look how tiny this door is. I mean, no human is gonna be able to use this door properly. And now we're actually coming close to the actual flight deck that we could not enter, though I did try to get some shots of the cockpit. Well, what can I say? I mean, this is literally a typical TUPOLEV cockpit. We literally see this ugly green design in every single TUPOLEV aircraft. And let me tell you, everything is in Russian. Some time ago, I tried to fly the TU-154 in X-plane, and I was completely lost because everything was in Russian, like everything, literally. I am very scared to fly this. And here we get a last view of the cabin. And here we walk past the Zero-G seats again. Yeah, that only mildly hurt. And this lavatory is actually pretty decently sized. Wow. Alright, so here we step out of the aircraft. We can get a closer look at the thick engines and the tail. Is this the flag of China, by the way? Here we can actually look through one of the engines. Yeah, the contents of this engine pretty much describes that of my channel. Let's talk a bit about specs of this aircraft and compare them to the specs of the Concorde. Now, the TU-144 had its first flight in 1968, 8 months before the Concorde, even though it was only used till 1977 because it failed. Now, the Concorde had 4 thick Rolls-Royce engines, while the only thing powering the Tupolev was Putin on his bear. No, actually, it was 4 Colesso engines. The Concorde was a bit faster than the Tupolev by 0.7 Mach, I think. Even though the Tupolev engines were quite a bit more powerful than the Concorde engines, so I guess the 144 was a bit less efficient. And here's someone flying over the museum. So, yeah, guys, this was a little inside view of the Tupolev 144. So thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.